Wow, this is really cool. I just passed by this sheep enclosure. There is many sheep inside eating grass. Oh. Hi everyone, behind me is the Cornell Vet School. So this is basically the eastmost end of the Cornell campus. So beyond this, essentially we will be going outside of the school. As many of you may know that Cornell being Ithaca is situated at a relatively remote and rural area. So I thought it would be fun to show you guys what students' life may be like going beyond the college campus and college town. And today I'll be exploring some of the nearby farms and natural sceneries surrounding the campus to see what are some of the fun things to do here in spring. Another interesting thing to know is that 1 week ago the weather at Ithaca was essentially like this. So it's pretty amazing to be wearing a single layer right now. The weather at Ithaca here changes really quickly. Among students, many of us often joke around saying that in Ithaca there's essentially no spring and fall. So it's just winter, then immediately transit to summer, then back to winter. Okay, let's go. Right outside the university, we can see many greenhouses and labs growing many indoor plantations. Unfortunately, we can't really go in to visit those plantations right now. I still recall 2 years ago when I just entered the school of Agriculture and Life Sciences used to hold those like exotic plant tour whereby we students can see many of those very rare plants that you can only find near Cornell University. So speaking of student life, the transportation options here at Cornell is also very interesting. So for the group of students like me who do not own a car, I would say that the options are essentially either taking public transports, taking Uber or Lyft to go around, if not just like go around by foot. Or maybe the minority group of people like me who either buys e-scooter or a bicycle or a skateboard. So I used to be a big fan of riding a bike. However, this option is almost impossible here at Cornell. Reason being there's just too many slopes and hills around the campus and the city to go around. So I've been using this e-scooter for the past 1.5 years and it served me really well. Basically, I use it to go almost everywhere, such as grocery shopping, going around the campus, going to school, or exploring different places around Ithaca. So I'm passing by this farm right now. There's many ducks in the further enclosure. So normally they are usually at the immediate enclosure in front of me. So I can kind of like say hi to them, but I'm not sure why are they so far away today. So behind me where I'm standing is some really weird forests. This tree never have leaves for some reason, like even during the summer. So whenever I pass by here, it's always very creepy. Another cool thing around these farms are all these large solar panels, so it's really cool to see renewable energy in action. So I wasn't that big of a nature type of person until the pandemic has started. So I find it really a great way to go outdoors safely because usually when you are exploring those farms and natures and trails, you are usually quite isolated and alone. So I would say that it's a great hobby of mine the past year to keep me active during the pandemic. So honestly, surrounding Cornell and College Town is basically farms after farms, trees after trees. Such an environment, it may not be ideal for all types of people. I mean, for me, I think it's fine because coming from Singapore, I basically grew up in a very dense urban setting throughout my life. So spending 2 years in a relatively remote area is really kind of a change of environment for me. I find it quite refreshing, but if you want me to stay here for, let's say, more than 2 years in the long term, probably I'll find it kind of boring because there's really not that much things to do as compared to being in a large city like New York City. So finally, I see some real animals today. There's actually a few horses under the tent from afar, so I think they are eating the grasses. Wow, this is really cool. I just passed by this sheep enclosure. There is many sheep inside eating grass. Oh. Right, so around Ithaca, there's actually several goat or sheep farms whereby we can actually pay money to go in and feed and interact with these cute animals. But unfortunately, there isn't one that I know of that is within walking distance. The sun is about to set soon. I think I'm about to head back in a minute. It's been a great day outside, spending the afternoon outdoor in great weather.